Ever find yourself staring at the ceiling, scrolling endlessly on your phone, wondering why nothing's happening? That restless, empty feeling, that's boredom. And what if I told you that boredom isn't a curse? It might be your brain's secret weapon for creativity. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating link between boredom and creative breakthroughs, and exploring why some of history's most iconic ideas were born from moments of mind wandering. Boredom is more than just restlessness. Psychologists define it as a state where our brain craves stimulation but isn't receiving enough meaningful engagement. It's that gap between our desire to focus and our inability to find something engaging. But here's the twist. While it feels uncomfortable, it forces our mind to wander, and that's where creativity can bloom. Studies show that when the brain isn't externally stimulated, it enters what's called the default mode network, or DMN. This is the same network that activates during daydreaming, reflection, and spontaneous idea generation. So, in a way, boredom is like flipping your brain's creative switch. Research supports this link. A 2014 study from the University of Central Lancashire asked participants to do repetitive, boring tasks, like copying numbers. Afterwards, participants were asked to complete creative thinking exercises. The results? Those who experienced boredom performed significantly better on creative problem-solving tasks than those who didn't. Why? Because boredom encourages mind wandering, letting your brain connect ideas in novel ways. Neuroscientists suggest that during these unstructured periods, the brain is free to explore unconventional solutions, exactly the kind of thinking behind breakthrough creativity. Boredom has inspired some of history's greatest creative minds. Take Leonardo da Vinci, for example. He was notorious for wandering through projects and letting his mind drift between ideas. His notebooks are filled with sketches born not from rigorous assignments, but from idle curiosity during moments of rest or quiet reflection. Another example, Isaac Newton. During the Great Plague of 1665, Newton was forced to stay home from Cambridge. With days of isolation and boredom, he began pondering the nature of light, motion, and gravity. That period of forced inactivity ultimately gave birth to some of his most groundbreaking discoveries. Even in literature, boredom has played a role. Marcel Proust famously wrote, "The real voyage of discovery consists not in seeking new landscapes, but in having new eyes." His deep reflective moments, many sparked by boredom, allowed him to observe life in ways most people overlook. And it's not just historical figures. Modern creative thinkers, from writers to musicians, have credited boredom as the starting point of innovation. J.K. Rowling, for instance, has spoken about long train rides where staring out the window and letting her mind wander helped her conceive the entire world of Harry Potter. Creativity fueled by boredom doesn't require genius. It happens in everyday life. Think about it. Some of your best ideas come while showering, walking, or commuting. These are moments when your mind is free from structured tasks and external demands. Psychologists call this incubation. You stop consciously working on a problem, step away, and let your mind play with ideas subconsciously. Often, the solution emerges seemingly out of nowhere. This is why many creatives embrace boredom, long walks, or even meditation as part of their routine. It's an intentional way to let the brain wander. Even mundane activities, washing dishes, folding laundry, or waiting in line, can spark creative insights. The trick is not to fight boredom, but to embrace it as fertile ground for ideas. Don't reach for your phone immediately. Let your brain do the wandering. Psychologist Sandy Mann has studied boredom extensively. She found that when people were intentionally bored, they were more likely to come up with original ideas compared to those kept constantly busy. The boredom forces cognitive flexibility, the ability to see things differently, make novel connections, and imagine alternative possibilities. Another factors. Boredom can increase motivation to seek meaning. Once the mind feels understimulated, it starts actively searching for interesting challenges. This is why many artists, writers, and inventors report their best ideas during periods of downtime, not during structured work hours. So, how can you harness boredom for your own creative boost? Here are some practical strategies. Embrace unstructured time. Don't schedule every minute of your day. Give yourself do-nothing moments where your brain can wander freely. Step away from screens. Constant digital stimulation prevents your mind from wandering. Try long walks, showering, or just staring out a window. Keep a notebook handy. Ideas sparked during boredom can be fleeting. Capture them immediately. Experiment with monotony. Repetitive, low-stimulation tasks, like folding laundry or simple cleaning, can trigger creative thought. Practice mindfulness. Being present in the moment, even during boredom, enhances reflection and incubation. Let's look at some striking examples of boredom triggering genius. Albert Einstein. His thought experiments often occurred while he was bored or relaxed, like imagining riding alongside a beam of light. Beethoven. Many of his symphonies were composed during periods of isolation or walks in the countryside. Salvador Dali. He practiced a technique called the slumber with a key, where he would doze off while holding a key over a plate. As the key fell, it would wake him, capturing surreal images from the border between wakefulness and sleep. These examples show that boredom isn't wasted time. It's incubation time for groundbreaking ideas. Many people see boredom as a sign of laziness or unproductivity, but research shows the opposite. Constant busyness can stifle creativity. When you are always reacting to external stimuli, there's no space for internal reflection. Boredom creates mental room for imagination, experimentation, and innovation. In short, boredom isn't the enemy. It's an essential ingredient in the creative process. So next time you feel bored, don't reach for your phone immediately. Sit with it, walk with it, let your mind wander. History shows us that some of the greatest discoveries, art, and innovations weren't made during structured work. They were born in boredom. Embrace it, and you might just spark your next big idea. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and share your experiences with boredom-fueled creativity in the comments below. And remember, the next time your mind drifts, it might just be leading you to brilliance. Thank you.